Good morning, everyone. Myself, Dr. Kalpana Sharma, Associate Professor, Department of Zoology, SPC Government College, अजमेर। बच्चों, मेरे लास्ट के लेक्चर में मैंने आप लोगों को इंसेक्ट डेवलपमेंट के बारे में बता रही थी, जिसमें मैं आपको बता रही थी कि इंसेक्ट का जो डेवलपमेंट है इट स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम एग एंड इट चेंजेस टू एन एडल्ट by various phases. So the insect development is completed into two parts: pre-embryonic development and post-embryonic development. Pre-embryonic development में हम लोगों ने insect eggs के बारे में देखा, जिसमें biochemical composition, metabolism, अर्ली एम्ब्रियोनिक डेवलपमेंट। जिस अर्ली एम्ब्रियोनिक डेवलपमेंट में हमने देखा क्लीवेज, ब्लास्टोडर्म फॉर्मेशन, वाइटेलोफेजेस, germ band formation, and types of germ band, the long germ bands and the short germ bands. Besides, we saw the germinal layer formation and formation of amniotic cavity and extraembryonic membrane, blastokinesis, and the dorsal organ segmentation and appendages. Now in my today's class I am going to tell you about the last portion of this topic, or the early embryonic development, that is organogenesis and eclosion. So first of all, what is organogenesis? Organogenesis is made up of two words, organ and genesis. Organs means organ and genesis means synthesis. Formation of organ takes place during the phase of organogenesis. As we have seen, there is a development of blastoderm. This blastoderm, or the germinal layer, it is divided into three layers: ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. From these three germinal layers, different types of organ develops. The ectoderm produces various organs such as integument, epidermis and glands, tracheal system, fore and hind limbs, and nervous system. And the mesoderm, from the mesoderm, muscle originates, fat bodies, gonadial ducts and glands, and dorsal blood vessel develops from the mesoderm. Now from the endoderm, the midgut only develops. So this was about the organogenesis, the three germinal layer formation, namely ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. Now we are going to see the last part of the embryonic development, that is eclosion. The extraembryonic membranes, the serosa and amnion, both ruptures and disappear with the process in organogenesis. ऑर्गेनोजेनेसिस के दौरान क्या होता है कि एक्स्ट्रा एम्ब्रियोनिक मेम्ब्रेन, जिनका नाम होता है सिरोसा और एमनियन, ये दोनों रप्चर हो जाती हैं और बाद में डिसअपियर हो जाती हैं विद द ऑनगोइंग प्रोसेस ऑफ ऑर्गेनोजेनेसिस. द डॉर्सल ऑर्गन ग्रेजुअली सिंक्स इन द योक, और डॉर्सल ऑर्गन जो होता है वो योक के अंदर सिंक कर जाता है. एट द टाइम ऑफ एक्लोजन, द एग शेल इज रप्चर्ड आइदर बाय इंट्रिंसिक मैकेनिज्म. अब जब एक्लूजन टाइम होता है उस समय क्या होता है, तीन तरह की एक्टिविटीज़ होती हैं. वो तीन तरह की एक्टिविटीज़ क्या होती हैं? नंबर वन, इंटरनल मसल कॉन्ट्रैक्शन, एज द एग्जाम्पल इज ग्राइलिस, और बाय एक्सट्रिंसिक मैकेनिज्म बाय यंग लार्वा ऑफ लेपिडोप्टेरा, और thirdly by picenial mechanism that can be seen in cyclopharians, dipterians. After breaking up of the eggshell, the young nymph or larva emerges out by creeping with the help of appendicular movements or by peristaltic contractions. Newly developed pro-nymph or first instar nymph or larva comes out of the shell or chorion capsule by exerting pressure against the eggshell, simply by swallowing extraembryonic fluid or by air stored inside the eggshell. The volume of the body of emerging nymph or posterior anterior direction and the hemolymph is pumped into the thorax and head, causing striking pressure against the wall of the egg. In the pronymph of grasshopper, a pair of dorsal lobes called the cervical ampullae is present. As the hemolymph is pumped into the abdomen to thorax head, enters the ampulla and get dilated extensively so that they create immense pressure on the shell, and at the last ruptures the shell transversely in many insects. The egg ruptures along the longitudinal hatching lines in the acridiidae animals and the heteropterians. The pleuropodia discharges an enzyme that digests the serosa and serosal endocuticle at onset of the hatching process. So this was about the pre-embryonic development. In our next class, we will be seeing the dynamics, embryonic dynamics, in which we are going to see the totipotency of the cleavage nuclei, the activation center, the differentiation center, the cleavage center, the embryonic induction, the fate map of the egg. What is a fate map? Means the map, in egg during the gastrulation period, the fate of every germinal cell is decided, that which cell is going to form which organ. The map of the prospective organs forming area of the eggs, and the lastly is the teratogenesis. So this was all about my today's lecture. Thank you.